Jesus continue, like God continue to move. Jesus continue to move, and man, players who you never thought would be who they are now. Even myself. God did it. He truly does have the power to save. He loves us all. He died for every single one of us, and so many players, and I pray even the people on the outside, like they're seeing that Jesus do love you, and He died for me and all of us. And so, we put our faith in Jesus Christ, like He will save us, and He will come into our hearts and transform our lives. And so, thank you so much.
Last question about that. What is the biggest challenge Notre Dame's defense does present for you guys offensively?
Notre Dame, they're a great defense. They do a good job of stopping the run, and so they're a physical defense, and it's definitely going to be a challenge for us. And so we just got to continue to prepare and work hard and practice. And when it comes to game time, we have to execute. Thank you.
Travion will be available out at the bleachers, and we're going to swap in with another player here.
Do you want to take your water?
And it's crazy how time flies. I mean, that was, 2021? So, just to see all that, let's just say, it made a really good impression on me, and I'm here today. But just to see that, I give all. I thank this team a lot. The things I go through behind closed doors. Just be able to come here and just lean on my brothers. It really just allowed me to understand, how big and how strong this brotherhood is, and I'm just blessed to be a part of it. And just be able to say I have 120 plus brothers and sisters and extended family on this team.
Definitely being as a leader, like vocally, just emotionally. I think that in years past I haven't really been needed to be that leader, but when I was asked to step up and become that person to lead, I feel like I've learned a lot, and I've done a lot to help myself in that stage.
I love to brag on my line. I'll talk about them all day, man. Those guys are they're road graders, man, and they've looked adversity in the face all year. And I think Josh Fryer, the other day said, screw you, we're gonna go do it, man. And I love that. I love that mentality. We need that edge. And when those guys have that edge, and when they play with that edge, man, they're tough to beat. And they know they have a challenge ahead of them in Notre Dame, but I feel like they've gone against three really, really talented fronts in the last 3 weeks, and we know that it's just getting harder every single week. So I think that Cross is a hell of a player inside. They got some really good DNs. These guys are a really, really good front. But man, I got all the faith in the world in my guys, and I know that they're going to step up to the challenge and do their job. They keep me safe, man, and I'm just so proud of them and the way that they've handled everything this year.
It's going to be so thankful. This team has been through a lot. The group of guys, the seniors on this team has been through a lot, and so it's going to be a special moment, man, for just after all of those hard times, after everything, the hardships that the suffering that God allowed us to go through, to just, see what happens, Monday, just hoping we come out with the win, and so, yeah, we're thankful no matter what, man. Yep, thank you.
So, yeah, when guys are out there executing, doing their job, everything going well, I think it just starts to multiply and, just gets better over time.
It's very special for me. Just being a freshman, playing on the national stage, competing for a national title is something that I dreamed of as a very young kid. I'm just happy to be here, and I just can't wait to put on a show Monday for you guys.
I think the cohesiveness of the entire group, all 11 play together. It's a really, really well-coached unit. The front six, so to speak, are really coordinated with the back five. How they do it is a credit to Marcus and Al Golden, their defense coordinator. They do a really good job. I think they all have the understanding of if they are playing certain coverages, how do people try to attack that? And I think they have answers for it. So I think it's the whole cohesiveness of the whole group that really makes them a special defense.
Man. Let's just say Jordan Hancock made it look worse. I mean, he caught up to us, with ease. So. He was fast, but Jordan Hancock, he's a skill position for a reason. But it's his fault that we look slow out there.
Say probably my sophomore year of high school was when I started to realize, like, hey, man, this football thing I think is what I'm probably going to end up doing, and I think I might have a real shot to do this thing. I started getting some offers. It wasn't anything too high. I was kind of just thinking, man, maybe I can work my way into somehow playing at the Division I level someday. But I always believed in myself. I never really expected to, I never expected my career to go the way that it would. I obviously wanted to make it to this point at some point, but if you were to ask a 19-year-old or an 18-year-old Will Howard if he'd be at Ohio State playing in the national championship, I think he'd probably say you're crazy, man. But it's just you got to continue to believe in yourself no matter what, and adapt and change. That was one of the biggest stories of my career was just dealing with the change and dealing with adversity, and then dealing with success and being able to balance that and just continue to work hard and keep that chip on your shoulder through all that.
Yeah, man. It's just God is doing great work. He's doing great work. He's moving, and man, just to see even what he's done in my life and just players' lives on this team, like the people we once were, and like who we are now, and that's only by God's grace. That's only because the power of Jesus. He has the power to save. He has the power to transform, and it's so evident. Like if you hear the testimonies of these guys, like the people who they once were and who they are now, you can only praise Jesus. And so, yeah, man, we're so thankful. Even coming back here, for another year, and just like, man, to see that just Jesus continue, like God continue to move. Jesus continue moving, and man, players who you never thought would be who they are now. Even myself, God did it. He truly does have the power to save. He loves us all. He died for every single one of us. And so many players, and I pray even the people on the outside, like they're seeing that Jesus do love you, and he died for me and all of us. And so, we put our faith in Jesus Christ, like he will save us, and he will come into our hearts and transform our lives. And so
It feels great, This is my fourth year. This is my last game ever as a Buckeye, so I definitely want to go out strong, win some hardware, set the younger guys up for success, because they're going to be here with us. But it's just a great opportunity. I'm just glad we're here, glad we got another chance at this, and need to go win it.
It's always about the players, and we had great players on that 2010 team. We have great players on this team. And the credit goes to those guys. We're here because of them. Our job as coaches is to put them in position to make plays, but then they go out and play the game. And that team in 10 was really special, and this team right now is really special.
It's definitely different for us because, the length of the season is more of it, not as much football, but just more the length of the season is what's kind of different for me. But, if you're playing for it all, you never get tired. So we're just excited to be down here and ready to go.
It shows a lot. Going from high school, winning 3 state championships at Chaminade, then coming to Ohio State, just competing for national title right now. Just showed that I picked 2 great schools. But I'm happy to be here, and I just can't wait to put on the show my day.
I know the exact where it first started. It's when they played Penn State at home when Saquon Barkley was there. Just a game to remember. And from there on, I never knew about Ohio State, how good they were. I was always a Oregon fan. Family was around USC a lot, so just to see that, and I was like, hey, Dad, this team looks really, it was really good. They have a guy, his name's Sam Hubbard. They have another guy, his last name is Bosa. I was like, this team looks solid. They look like they produce DNs, and come to find out, Coach Larry Johnson's the guru. So, I was led here for a reason. I'm blessed to be a part of, just the D-line community and the Ohio State community.
I think they've got a really good framework of it this time because when I went the last time, it's there was no conference championship. It was you finished your regular season and you went to the national championship, and there were 37 days between each game, so there was quite a buildup. For this group, because of the new playoff system with 12 teams being in it, and this being the fourth game of a 4-game stretch, had to play Tennessee, had to get up again to go play in the Rose Bowl. You win the Rose Bowl, gives you an opportunity to go play in the Cotton Bowl. You go win the Cotton Bowl, gives you a chance to play in this one. So I think this has been more of a kind of a weekly thing in terms of our preparation. It's usually about 8 to 10 days in between games. So it's been a different feel than having 37 days in between games. So these guys are focused on exactly what they have to do to win the next game. And they did it in the first 3. That gave them an opportunity to play in this one. And it's everything. We're going to need everything we have. And our guys are prepared to do that.